This video is about the coaching philosophy of Bielsa. He is a former player and played as a defender for Newell's Old Boys, Instituto de Córdoba, and Argentino de Rosario. Bielsa played as a defender in Newell's Old Boys' first division team, but retired when he was 25 to focus on coaching. Bielsa has managed several football clubs and also the national teams of Argentina and Chile. He developed his career as coach of Newell's Old Boys, where he won several titles in the early 1990s, before moving to Mexico in 1992, briefly coaching Club Atlas and Club America. Bielsa returned to Argentina in 1997 to manage Vélez, leading them to the 1998 league title. With Chile, he achieved cult status due to the improved results of the national team under his leadership. His personality and gestures during his stint in Chile captured the attention of media and unleashed a series of minor controversies both in sports and politics. He had a 2-year spell in Spain at Athletic Bilbao between 2011 and 2013, leading them to domestic and Continental Cup finals in the first season, though they lost both. On August 8, 2015, Bielsa resigned as coach of Marseille after just over a year at the French club. In June 2018, he was appointed manager of then Championship club Leeds United, leading the club to promotion back to the Premier League in 2020 after a 16-year absence. Leeds United is the club at which he has spent the most time as manager in his career. Given his heavy influence on former players, many of whom later became coaches, Mauricio Pochettino, Diego Simeone, Marcelo Gallardo, he is considered one of the most influential managers in the modern era, introducing a third-wave ideology in Argentine coaching, previously influenced by Cesar Luis Menotti and Carlos Bilardo. Pep Guardiola has described Bielsa as the best in the world. Bielsa's signature formation in his squads, which he made famous and brought to the front of the world's mainstream football scene during his coaching tenures in with the Argentina and Chile national teams and Marseille, is the 3-3-3-1 formation. For this formation, the players are 3 defenders, 3 midfielders, 1 central midfielder with 2 wide players as wing-backs, 3 attacking midfielders, 1 number 10 and 2 wingers, and 1 center forward. The 3-3-3-1 allows quick transitions from defending to attacking, as many of the players used in the formation can perform both defensive and attacking tasks. Moreover, it establishes superiority in numbers in every part of the field, since with this formation his teams could defend with 7 players, attack with 6 or 7 players, or protect a scoreline by overwhelming the midfield with 6 players. To use 3-3-3-1, all players have to quickly set to attacking positions when the ball is in the team's possession, and all players have to aggressively press and recover the ball when it is not in possession, so it requires great teamwork and understanding between teammates. When he took the Argentina job, at the end of his first training session Bielsa handed the players a pencil and a little slip of paper. He wanted them to write down whether they wanted to line up with a back 3 or a 4. He went through all the replies. Back 4, back 4, back 4. This clearly shows your preference for a line of 4. But I'm telling you that from now on we're going to be playing with a back 3. See you tomorrow. And he won them over, bringing them round to his way of thinking. He adapted to an attacking 4-3-3 at Athletic Bilbao, as seen in the 2012 UEFA Europa League final, with full-backs pushing forward and a converted midfielder in the back line also involved in build-up play, with the pressing and coordination elements still in evidence. In the 2018-19 season at Leeds United, Bielsa introduced a 4-1-4-1 formation, with Calvin Phillips converted from a box-to-box or attacking midfielder into the deepest lying midfielder. When facing a team who played with 2 central strikers, Bielsa would switch to the 3-3-1-3, with Phillips dropping further back into the defensive line as a centre-back or sweeper, or Luke Ayling shifting from right back. This signature style of Bielsa's has had so much influence in the football scene that many present coaches, former players under Bielsa's command, are heavily influenced by the style, such as Gerardo Martino, Mauricio Pochettino, Diego Simeone, Matias Almeida, Eduardo Berizzo, Mauricio Pellegrino, Santiago Solari, and Marcelo Gallardo. Current Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola credited Bielsa as his tactical inspiration and called him the best manager in the world in 2012. Jorge Sampaoli, former manager of Argentina, Sevilla FC, and Chile, has been described as a disciple of Bielsa. Former Argentina national team captain Roberto Ayala, a defender under Bielsa, stated, "Sometimes we wouldn't see any of the strikers, because he'd have them training at a different time, and it was the same with the midfielders." Bielsa is known for watching and collecting numerous football videos to the point of obsession. He edits and analyses each video for each individual player. He also uses statistical software and other technological tools to prepare for games. John Carlin, an English journalist, has stated that Bielsa has the most learned football library on the planet. Bielsa likes to systematize the game. He says that there are 29 distinct formations in football and believes that every young player should be given the opportunity to experience each of them. Discovered by Bielsa, prolific former Argentina national team striker Gabriel Batistuta proclaimed Bielsa to be the one who taught me how to train on rainy days. He taught me everything. Fernando Llorente, who played under Bielsa at Athletic Bilbao, said of his former coach, "At first he seems tough and he may even annoy you with his persistence and don't take no for an answer resilience, but in the end he is a genius." Chile international Alexis Sanchez said of Bielsa, "I learned a lot from him and it is because of him that I am who I am." Bayern Munich player Javi Martinez, who worked with Bielsa at Bilbao, said that Bielsa taught me a lot, how to play as a centre-back and to learn a different style of football. Everyone should work with him at least once in their life. Bielsa's unique style continued at Leeds, where to receive a work permit from the UK government, he had to prove exceptional talent. He did so by compiling a dossier of every formation used in every championship match during the 2017-18 season, with notes on frequency and variations. Once at the Yorkshire club, he instituted all-day training sessions, gave the first team their own private space at Thorpe Arch, and had sleeping quarters installed in his office so he could devote more time to match analysis. As a motivational tactic, Bielsa once made players pick up litter around the training ground for 3 hours, as he had been told that was how long an average Leeds fan worked to afford a ticket. Bielsa said, "I came to be part of a program that has goals, and of course we are aware of the goals wanted by the city and the club, the players, the fans, everybody. But I also can't say that my only interest is winning. What also interests me is the way we build to the victory."